We have here verse 27 of the 4th chapter of the Gospel of John. Jesus has just made this extraordinary announcement to this woman who has just suggested to him that she understood that one called the Messiah was coming, and she, of course, is implying that she begins to suspect this one with whom she is speaking may be that Messiah. And Jesus, of course, affirms it quite openly, explicitly, and in a way that would leave no ambiguity on the subject. I am the one who is speaking to you, is in fact this Messiah. Well, we hear now that the disciples show up just about this moment. Kai and epituto. Epi is a preposition, usually means something like over or on. On tuto, the demonstrative pronoun, dative case, which is what epi takes in this case, on this or at this moment, at this particular juncture in the conversation. Eilphon from erchomai usually takes the second aorist. In fact, it is a second aorist in the past tense, but it will sometimes take first aorist endings, as we find here. So on this, eilphon, they, that is hoi mathetai, the disciples, autou, of him, came. Kai, ephthalmadzon. Ephthalmadzon. This is from thalmadzo, to wonder, I marvel. This is the imperfect, third person plural, imperfect active indicative. So, and they were wondering or marveling even. Hoti, that, meta gunekos, with a woman. And of course it isn't stated here, but one might read into it, especially with a Samaritan woman, elale. Jesus was speaking, again in the imperfect. Laleo is the contract verb. It means I speak. This is the third person singular, imperfect, active indicative. So they were marveling that he was speaking with the woman. Udes mentoi, nevertheless, no one, apin, this is again the second aorist of lego, third person singular aorist, active indicative. No one said, te zetes, what are you seeking? Second person singular of zeteo, to seek, a, or ti lales, why are you speaking? Met autes, with her. The disciples show up. They are, to say the least, astonished that Jesus is carrying on this conversation with a Samaritan woman, and yet they've probably become accustomed to unusual things taking place with Jesus, and so no one dares ask, what are you doing? How come you're speaking to this woman? They apparently come and in a kind of silence at a distance simply observe this remarkable scene in which Jesus carries on this conversation with her.